Hi everyone. Today we're going to take a look at the 5 best Conical Burr Grinders in the market for this year. First, we're going to show you our 5 best picks. Then we'll talk about what you should look for before buying a Conical Burr Grinder. You can find timestamps and links to all of the products we mentioned in this video down in the description below. Let's get started. Number 5. Bodum Bistro. Looking for something cheap? You don't want to stoop to the low levels of buying pre-ground coffee, and you definitely don't want to butcher your beans with a blade grinder, but you don't have much to spend. We'll be the first to admit that this is not a 10 out of 10 grinder. So why would we include it in the list? Because it's cheap, very easy to use and maintain, and it's innovative because it's very good at eliminating grinder static issues. The material and build spec mean minimal cleaning and no clogging from oily coffee beans. The borosilicate grounds bin also keeps this machine free from static cling. This is a huge plus if you love convenience. Simplicity, value, and style are what the Bistro flaunts. It's a funky-looking grinder that'll grind well enough for your standard brew styles. You could use it for espresso, but you won't be winning any awards for a perfectly pulled shot. Number 4. Baratza Encore. The Encore is the entry-level model for this brand, a brand well known for building quality grinders for people that value good coffee. 2 ways to describe the Encore: great value for money and minimalistic. There's a rule in the coffee market: price equals quality. And when it comes to coffee grinders, a small budget is usually a bad idea. The good news: the Encore is the exception to this rule. It's priced extremely well and has outstanding grind consistency. The designers removed all the extra gimmicks that its bigger and better brother, the Virtuoso, had. You get a grinder that can handle most brew styles without the extras. The Encore grinds at 550 RPM and has 40mm conical burrs, perfect for all manual styles of brewing. Number 3. Baratza Virtuoso Plus. The Virtuoso Plus is the updated version of the Baratza Virtuoso, which has been one of the industry's favorite coffee grinders for the past 2 decades. It's easy to use, and you can't deny that it's a sexy-looking one, but the reason it's so well-loved is the exceptional motor and burr design. The commercial quality burrs and DC motor work together to reduce friction, heat, and grind beans extremely consistently. They say that if you ask a barista what grinder they have at home, chances are it'll be a Virtuoso. That's a strong vote. The upgraded Plus model features a digital display and timer to make grinding even easier than before. Grind quality and consistency? Grinding at 550 RPM with commercial quality 40mm conical burrs allows the Virtuoso to deliver highly consistent grounds day after day. Number 2. Capresso 565.05 Infinity. This grinder has 4 major settings: extra fine, fine, medium, and coarse, and then it has 4 subsettings within each setting. Why does this matter? Because you can grind super fine for Turkish coffee, the only grinder on this list that can do that. Combine this feature with the 40mm conical steel burrs, the slow grind time for avoiding heat, and the easy-to-remove upper burr for cleaning, and you have a fine home grinder that ticks many boxes at an amazing price. Grind quality and consistency? Hardened steel 40mm conical burrs and a nice low 450 RPM means the Infinity grinds at an astonishingly consistent level for its price. Grind settings and limitations? None. You can grind from ultra-fine to super coarse, meaning you can grind for all your brewing styles, including Turkish coffee. We even recommend this grinder for cold brew lovers. Impressive. Number 1. Breville BCG 820 BSS. The Smart Grinder Pro was designed for those who like techie solutions with plenty of options. In other words, it'll make your coffee grinding easy, repeatable, and give you flexibility between brewing styles. The Pro will grind your beans from espresso fine to French press coarse, and gives you the option of grinding directly into the portafilter, container, gold tone filter basket, or paper filter. High-quality burrs, which will last a long time, sexy digital display, and plenty of cool make-life-easy features mean this grinder is fast becoming one of the most popular in the home barista market. Coffee grinders that tick this many boxes are hard to come by at this price range. Low RPMs and high-quality burrs mean the Smart Grinder Pro delivers the goods, or should I say delivers the grinds, at finer and medium-fine grounds. Not so much at the coarser settings. Now that we've shown you the best Conical Burr grinders, let's talk about a few things you should look for before buying one. Grind settings. Most electric burr grinders have a range of numerical size selections designed to grind beans anywhere from very fine for a moka pot or an espresso machine to very coarse for making cold brew or French press coffee. There are 2 types of grind settings: stepped and stepless. Most home burr grinders are stepped. You pick a preset number on a dial. With a stepless grinder, there are numbers, but you can also select any point in between those numbers. which means you can tinker endlessly with the size of your grinds. For obsessive coffee drinkers, this is great, but with a stepless grinder, if you change the grind setting, for example if you like to switch between coffee brewing methods, it's not easy to repeat the optimal settings for your daily brews. We've decided the ideal grinder for this guide is a stepped model with plenty of range and clear markings between each step, so it's easy to go back to your favorite setting. All grinders include starter guides to grind size in their manuals, but a few offer easy visual clues on the machines themselves as to where on the dial the starting points for various brew methods fall. These clues can be helpful at first, since for example a medium grind setting is rarely halfway between the finest and the coarsest grind, and they're not essential. Your grinder's definition of an ideal Chemex or French press grind may not match up with your own, and even grinders from the same maker vary slightly. In fact, after multiple hours of taste testing, we can't stress enough how even small variations in grind size can make a huge difference in flavor. Be sure to experiment with your grinder to find the best tasting setting, instead of taking the grinder's recommendations as gospel.